And he said, it's just crazy the amount of details. Guys are on the same page now, just being open and communicating. Been a world of difference. Does anybody believe that? Mike McCarthy has been in the NFL for 30 years. Have you ever even once, I know I haven't, thought, man, this offseason, I bet Mike McCarthy's out there cooking up new plays? Nobody's ever thought that. Andy Reid? Absolutely. Sean Payton? I can see it. The biggest knock in Green Bay on McCarthy, he was stale. Biggest knock in Dallas, he can't figure out the clock. You know, folks, you can put world famous on your pancake house. It doesn't mean you are. You can say a lot. Here's all I know about Dak Prescott. Anytime anybody leaves, everybody badmouths him. Kellen Moore, when Dak Prescott was healthy, Kellen Moore in the Cowboys offense was 6th, 1st, and 4th in points scored. Do I believe they had the 1st, 4th, or 6th best quarterback? So, according to Dak, Mike McCarthy saying, I want to run the damn ball is wizardry. I don't believe it for a second. In fact, I believe the Cowboys' defense will be the cornerstone of the franchise this year. I think they have a very good defense with multiple elite defenders, Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs. These are really unique players. But I mean, if you want me to believe that suddenly the communication and the details are all buttoned up, you mean like details like 14 seconds left, 2nd and 1, they run a quarterback draw, and Mike McCarthy, as they ran out of time, said, we practiced it multiple times, and you could always get it done in 12 or 13 seconds. You had 14, Coach.
But Kellen Moore was
it's the Niners. They may jump and push on you. That saga was embarrassing. So you can tell me a lot about Mike McCarthy. He's a good guy. Players like him. But, boy, the details here, that's been the knock on it. In fact, Mike McCarthy, to his credit, admitted after he got the Cowboys job that the details on his resume and interview were off. Remember that? When Mike McCarthy said, yeah, I said I watched every play of the season. I didn't really. I know, and we all do. So this is not a shot at the Cowboys, who I do think will have a top 5 defense in the league. But you can't sell me on Kellen Moore's left, and the communication is incredible. The details here are over the moon. I don't buy it. That play against, I mean, it's really, when you step away from the emotion of it, and you watch that Niners-Cowboys play again, put it up here. It's unbelievable that you have 14 seconds left. This is a playoff game. They're rushing 3, and it's a quarterback draw. A designed quarterback draw. Like, that's what they wanted. On the 2nd and 1. And they couldn't get a playoff. What are we doing here? So, and by the way, San Francisco led by 6. Wasn't like a field goal was going to tie it up. Yeah, I get it. If it's tied, go down, spike it. That maybe is an argument. You needed a touchdown to win. 2nd and 1, the quarterback draw, 14 seconds left. It was a designed play. This is what they wanted. This wasn't Dak ad-libbing. This was run the quarterback draw, which, by the way, bumps me out because they called it, and Dak was like, I'm good with it. I think Mahomes would be like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Burrow, I'm not going to do that. Dak bought into it. So I also worry, it does worry me that we just had video earlier in the hour of Mahomes doing behind-the-back stuff. I keep hearing that Kansas City is adding more to Mahomes' plate.
Okay.
Yeah, what you're hearing out of Dallas is they're taking stuff
Okay.
from Dak.
I want to make a couple of points here, because as they go through revisionist history, Mike McCarthy didn't call that play. Kellen Moore did. Kellen Moore called that. Second point on that, yes, it was 2nd and 1, but I think we picked up like 15 yards, which gave us a better shot at the end zone. Had the ball been spotted and we got the next play, you had a chance to go to the end zone. He did pick up 15 yards. It just ended up being they didn't get it set in time. But as you're killing Mike McCarthy for play calling, he didn't call the play. He didn't call the play. See, this is the thing that's so ridiculous, because the guy who called the play to end this past season that had Zeke Elliott as the center was Kellen Moore. The guy who wasn't using 12 personnel, the best package that we had, using 2 tight end sets that you can run out of when the defense is, unstoppable. You get extra blockers when you're trying to run, or you can use them as receivers. You can go 5 wideouts. One of the ones that keeps the defense guessing in the playoffs, Kellen Moore stopped using. So you're going to blame Mike McCarthy on the play calling when he wasn't calling the plays. Am I correct on that? Am I correct? He just said Mike McCarthy, he said he was good with it. But he didn't call it. Okay. I will say this. A couple of things that I didn't like about Kellen Moore again. I think his sphincter muscle tightens up when it comes to playoffs. I just do, in pressure situations. I think Kellen Moore doesn't have the wherewithal for adjustments. Sometimes he comes out with a great game plan and they will blow doors. But then when teams come out with things they're not expecting, we're still doing the same thing. There's no way in the world that you should be up 23 points against the Packers and lose. You just shouldn't. That goes to understanding where we are in a game and what's going to be the most advantageous for me to be able to win. Speed up the clock. Run the football. We run the football, even if it's 3 and out, we're going to kill the clock. Be that as it may. I look at play design. When we have 4 wide receivers going in curl routes, understand by design, when you stop, the D-back stops. When you come back, the D-back comes back. And if the D-back is coming back, his eyes are now able to see what the quarterback's doing and where the ball's coming. If I'm running downfield, he's running with me. He's not able to look back at the quarterback. That alone gets me the ball when my momentum is going towards the touchdown as opposed to going back to my quarterback. We'll find out this year. But Colin Cowherd, you just proved that Kellen Moore is the problem. All right, good people, I'm on the road again. And we are headed to go work on the Red Brick House. So we'll be doing our live stream from the Red Brick House. I'm Mark Holmes. Well, I'll see you later. Peace.